Pacific Surfliner presents the LA36 Championships in girls flag football. It's our open division game. Number 1 ranked San Pedro and number 7 Birmingham colliding for the initial championship. Hello everybody, my name is Randy Rosenblum, set to call the play-by-play here in Lake Balboa at Rick Prezon Stadium. It's Birmingham's home field, but they're the visitor in this championship game because they're the lower seed. This is Chris Ricks, former great star quarterback at Florida State. It is interesting that Birmingham is the visitor, and they're sitting on potential history today. Can they win at home and go undefeated?
Well, you can't give them all the advantage, right, Randy? You at least got to make them the visitor at home. But all the other advantages, I think they have. And it starts with Jessica Rose, quarterback, defensive back. She's a force on both sides of the field. Tremendous athlete, strong arm, very accurate. And I think if she's able to protect the football and get her playmakers the ball in space, they're going to have a lot of success in the passing game for Birmingham. It starts with Jessica Rose.
Yeah, she has 15 interceptions this year. She's really a candidate for City Player of the Year, isn't she?
Yeah, and that's interceptions on the defensive side, not the offensive side of the quarterback. That's the kind of interceptions you want one of the best players in the entire LA City section. And you mentioned she's up for MVP. She's fun to watch.
So is Jenna Ortega, a fine quarterback for San Pedro, who led them to a great win against Eagle Rock, 20-19. She's a cool customer.
Yeah, I really like Ortega. Very smart with the football, protects the football. It's something you need to do as a quarterback, especially in the championship game. We saw it in the Division I game. Interceptions played a big role. So Ortega, distributor of the football, expect her to make some noise with her feet as well. She's also a very good athlete, but 2 very accurate quarterbacks. As a QB, I love seeing that.
You know, the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles is going to have flag football. Maybe some of these girls will be there in the Olympics. But how neat is it for us to sit in on history, the first ever open division championship in the LA City section?
Oh, we've talked about it today. In 2028, when it's the Olympics, whether they're playing in the Rose Bowl, in the Coliseum, or at SoFi, they're going to look back at this game, Division I, and in this case, the Open Division Championship, say this is where it started for girls competitive high school flag football. We're in for a fun one, and we're privileged to be a part of it.
And the Pirates are 24-3, the Marine League champions, against a great team from Birmingham. They haven't played as many games, but they're 11-0. We'll be back to start the match. Birmingham and San Pedro, the championship at stake on LA36.
Hi, sweetie. When do you think you'll get here?
Friday commutes. You know how they are.
Okay, we'll drive carefully. See you in a few hours?
More like half an hour. I'm actually on the train.
Oh, that's a nice surprise. See you soon.
See you soon.
First play from scrimmage with our rules up. San Pedro with it. And the first play from scrimmage, a nice gain for the Pirates. And running with it is Shalia Coleman. Again, they play with 7 performers. Chris Ricks, a little bit different wrinkle, not as many bodies out there.
Well, and if you have Shalia Coleman as one of your bodies, you're going to be good. She was shot out of a cannon, as we see. Hurry up on the ball. We mentioned it's fast, 2 nonstop 20-minute clocks in each half.
Number 2 is Reagan's, and she's cat quick. Again, they pitch it back to Coleman. You'll see a lot of ball movement. Yeah, that's a hot potato out there, isn't it?
It is. Little option on the outside. Reagan's to Coleman. Again, an 80-yard field, 30 yards wide, and you got to get 20 yards for the first down. That's why if you're watching this broadcast right now nationally and you're wondering why do I not see first down chains, because you got to get 20 yards. So it's those neon green cones are your first down markers.
First down for San Pedro. Again, the quick pitch to Coleman from Reagan's. Have to pull the flag. They did pull it. Coleman is stopped, but a nice gain for the San Pedro Pirate performer.
Yep, 7 on 7. The quarterback may intentionally ground the ball, and all players are eligible, including the center, which I love, partner.
You know what's interesting about Birmingham? They're 11-0. They have 9 shutouts in the 11 games, and here you can see already San Pedro, the Pirates, moving the football under head coach Victor Tubarasi. Ortega, double pumped, and it was nearly picked off of Coleman's hands. And they're fortunate to get that one back after the deflection.
Ortega trying to grip it before she rips it. Almost slipped out, and that ball just a little high for intended receiver. But I like the pace. I like the play calling so far. And San Pedro looking like a #1 seed.
Jim Rose, the head coach of the boys football team here, also the head coach of the Patriot girls squad. Throw, catch, nice grab. It's Reagans. Noelani Reagans moving the chains. She's electrifying. She had two 65-yard touchdowns against Eagle Rock in the semis.
Just a nice little in route, 5-step in from Ortega to Reagans. They got a first down. Now they're going to huddle up a little bit as you see Ortega come to the sideline. You're going to have a substitute come in. Looks like that's Madison Adrid.
They're at the 20-yard line. They got to get to the 10 for the champion and get the touchdown. And it's Reagans again around the right side.
Bringing Adrid on the decoy as the backup quarterback. Reagans gets the direct snap, a little fake play action in the backfield, gets the defensive moving just enough for her to get to the edge and get a nice gain.
Talk to the coaching staff of San Pedro. They just say that Noelani's just a different type. She's in a world of her own, just an electrifying player, #2. Ortega looking to throw it, but the flag's pulled. What a great defensive effort by Maya Oliveras of Birmingham.
Ortega thought she had enough, a little shimmy to make Oliveras move, but not enough. And Maya with a big TFL, a tackle for a loss or a pull for loss. In this case, tremendous play by #1.
It's easy to say tackle for a loss. We're accustomed to seeing that, but
hey, I consider it a tackle. I know it's a pull, but that is a great play, one-on-one in the open field. Bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Oliveras can really run both offensively and defensively for the Patriots. Again, you see the little creative play, throwing it as Ortega into the middle of the field and a catch. Not quite a touchdown, but they're deep into Patriot territory. Beautiful pitch and catch. Sutrin made the grab.
How about that play call by Coach Victor Tuberosi? Misdirection. You think you're going to go option again to the field, a little reverse, and then a pass wrinkle on top of it. As you see Birmingham in that zone coverage, just sat right down in the middle. Now they're knocking on the door.
This is some drive by the Pirates right out of the gate.
4th and goal.
Eating up 4.5 minutes. It is 4th down and goal. Big play on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken.
Tuberosi and the staff.
This is really
Smart
a tone-setting play here, isn't it, Chris? You look at this game. We played 4.5 minutes. The Pirates have really established themselves, moving it right down the field, showcasing Reagans, one of their star players, and Ortega, #1. But here's a chance for the Pirates to get stopped and denied, and the Patriots to make a statement.
Absolutely. Good, smart decision to call a timeout. This is a money down round. You got one play to score, no field goals.
4th down play for Ortega. Pressured, throwing for Reagans.
Just outside the back of the end zone.
Incomplete. Reagans made the grab, but as Chris caught immediately, it was wide of the end zone, and the ball goes over on downs, and the Pirates are denied.
Huge stop by Coach Rose's defense with that drive that San Pedro had put together. 4th down. Ortega throws it to the back of the end zone for Reagans, just 1 foot too deep. And it was a little misleading because you're looking at the end zone, it looks like it's in, but the goal line here is actually the back of the end zone. So that'll be a turnover and downs. Huge missed opportunity for San Pedro and a huge stop for Birmingham.
Birmingham coming off a 32-0 win in the semis over San Fernando. And again, the quickness, the flag pulling ability of Castaneda, #11. That was magnificent. And look at that smile. And these players play with a smile on their face.
I mean, Nicole, Aaron Donald, Castaneda, all smiles and in the backfield. Gotta love the eye black, too. You got a cross on one cheek, got a heart on the other cheek. #11 showed up to play.
That's the first time she's been compared to Aaron Donald this year, I would imagine.
Not on that play. I can't be the first one with the way she was in the backfield in a hurry and that huge pull.
By the way, Rachel Lowry, 27 in white for Birmingham, as a howitzer for an arm. And we'll run option here with Lowry. But again, the flag was pulled before that.
Wow.
Jessica Rose was pitching it back to Lowry.
I thought she got it off before the flag pull. We'll see if maybe we can get another look at it. That was very close. And it was also very close to a safety.
Jessica trying to win a championship for herself and her dad, who's the head coach.
Let's take a look.
She pulled it.
That's
Coleman
very close.
again.
Could have gone either way.
Coleman did a great job reaching out. Third down, very long. And again, in traffic, no room to roam. Alcala was stopped immediately, and the ball is going to go back to San Pedro. And there's no punt, so they'll just designate it and it'll go back to the 20-yard line of the Pirates.
Yeah. Talk about the officials, veteran crew. Michael Lyman as the white hat, the referee. Daryl Wade, Enrique Velarde as well. And how amazing it is to see these young ladies playing in an LA City Section Open Championship. I mean, I think this is long overdue and such a privilege that we get to be a part of it, Randy Rosenblum.
It's great to see Jenna Ortega out there as well. She's just a 10th grader, a magnificent performer. Wow. Softball star as well. And Ortega pressured again, just got it off. Or did she get the flag pulled? I think they may have pulled the flag on her. They got in and stopped it that time, so it's going to be a loss for the Pirates.
One too many pump fakes from Ortega, and they're able to get the pull in the backfield as she comes off to catch a breather.
Down to 12:20 left in a rapidly moving opening half. Of course, to play with the running clock until the final 2 minutes of each half. Then it's stop clock. Reagans is the one taking the direct snap. Pitch and catch over the middle, and running with it is Castaneda. Nicole Castaneda. Deep into Birmingham territory.
Nice play design from Coach Tuberossi. Handoff, and then you see the lefty with the pass over the middle to Castaneda. Look at the speed coming across the grain, almost taking it to the house.
Pretty good throw by Sutrin on that last aerial. This one's into the ground, incomplete. See that clock running down to 11:30. Possessions are at a premium here. You don't have as many opportunities as you do in the boys game because of the clock running. It's a quicker game, so each possession is magnified.
Absolutely. Possessions are at a premium. We know points are at a premium in a championship game. Especially with that non-stop clock. It goes quick.
Pirates with great speed on the flanks with Coleman and Reagans. Quick one inside. Reagans. She is just so quick, runs precise patterns, and gets open.
Well, she's so fast when you're guarding her at the corner position. You have to have bail technique. You have to start backpedaling, and then she just takes 5 steps, breaks in. It's like a slant dynamic, but a little 5-yard in. That's the second time they've hit that tonight.
Second opportunity for the Pirates. They came up a tad short the first time they were inside the 15. Reagan's running option. He did have the flag pulled about 5 yards shy of the goal line.
Good instincts and decisions by Reagans. You run the option, you fake it there, and then you just get north, able to get a few more yards. And San Pedro knocking on the door again. This time, can they finish the drive? Can they convert it into points?
If you talk to Coach Victor Tuberossi, he'll tell you that Reagans will be the city player of the year, not Jessica Rose. Certainly if San Pedro wins it.
Well, they're both definitely worthy, partner.
Yeah, Noelani Reagans would certainly be a great candidate. Here's Ortega back in to throw the football. Incomplete.
Lucky on that one. She was trying to hit Reagans on the crossing route. That ball was behind. Reagans tried to pull it in. Lucky it was not intercepted off the tip.
San Pedro is controlling this first half. They've been the dominant team. They have nothing to show for it so far, but they do have an opportunity here.
And how cool now you see a big group of the football team coming in their Letterman jackets to support the girls.
Stephanie Perez, the center, over the ball. Sutrin is going to take this next snap. False start.
Yeah, well, San Pedro is an empty set, 5 wide receivers. She just had some movement up front when that ball was snapped.
But we've seen the Pirates, that's the really first mistake, really execute well in this first half.
Yeah, this is where I think you get Ortega out of the pocket. You give her a pass run option. So, look, it's the 20-yard line on the field. That's really the 10-yard line because the goal line is the 10 of this 100-yard football field. So you can still run it. You just can't run it once you get inside the 5-yard line.
Reagan's looking to pitch it, then throw it. This one could get picked off, and nearly was. It'll bring up a 4th down play, but that was right to Mora, who's had a lot of interceptions this year for Birmingham, and Melanie knocked it down. She's a catcher in softball. That's what she didn't catch.
Well, and it started with the pressure, Randy, of Maya Oliveros coming in the face of Jenna Ortega, forcing her to throw the ball earlier than she wanted. It looked like they had an option built in, and then she just threw it up. You mentioned, lucky that ball was not picked. And 4 down territory here.
By the way, speaking of softball, Birmingham has 11 players off their outstanding softball team. Mora one of them, as is Rose. Here's the big 4th down play. Incomplete, and again the Patriots get the stop. Oh, how disconcerting is that for the Pirates to control this half? And they look up at the scoreboard, and we're still 0-0.
Yeah, you fake the toss sweep to the left, you roll right, try to get a little misdirection, get the defense moving left, you come back to the right side, just not able to play catch. And another turnover. Huge stop by the Birmingham defense.
See what Rachel Lowry and company can get going, along with Jessica Rose. They have 2 quarterbacks out there, 8 and 27. And it'll be taken by Lowry. She's going to run with it. She's got pretty good wheels. Picked up about 6 or 7 yards there before Reagan's got her with the flagpole. You have to respect Lowry's arm, though. She's got great arm strength. Threw a couple touchdowns last week in the semis against San Fernando.
Yeah, and intelligence, too. She was going through her progressions. Everything was covered, didn't force it, took off and ran, and got some good yardage.
7 minutes left in the half. Great speed on the outside of Oliveros, but again, they're able to control her. Number 1, maybe the swiftest of foot for Birmingham.
Little jet sweep handoff. Able to get some good yardage. Really watch the flag pulling of both these defenses. That's going to be huge. And then watch the flag guarding on the offense, because you cannot flag guard in this game.
Good pass to Mora. And then they throw it downfield, and catching the football is Tonga.
That's something I think it's really cool. You mentioned, the other sports. These girls are playing, coming from soccer or basketball or lacrosse or field hockey. I mean, so many athletes on this field. So even though this is new to them, the aspect of competing with their athletic background is not. But it's amazing when you see these girls doing something new and really being trendsetters.
There's no question they are highly competitive. That's Rose in motion. 3rd and short. Quick one over the middle is caught. Across the necessary yardage to gain to get the 1st down. Brought in by Melanie Mora. And Melanie Mora is one of the star players, both sides of the ball. It is a 1st down as they cross the 50-yard line on the big field. It's inside the 40, however, in flag football. They're halfway to a touchdown. There's the quick pitch to Lozano, and that's played well. I'll tell you, Coleman has a nice sense for the game.
Absolutely. On both sides of the ball, great instincts. No one was fooled on that one. It was kind of a delay and a little toss out in the flat.
2nd down and long, and you need 20 yards to get 1st downs in flag football. Rose coming around. Got away from one, but denied after that as Reagan's pulled the flag.
Rose tried to pitch it late to one of her teammates right after her flag was pulled. Good thought. See if they come back to that with a late pitch, kind of an option in the middle of the field.
First opportunity for Birmingham in this half. Remember, the Pirates have been deep in Birmingham territory twice so far today.
San Pedro, speaking of deep, partner with a 2-deep safety look, trying to keep everything in front.
Over the middle. Good pitch and catch to Lozano. It was Rose that threw it.
There we see the accuracy of Jessica Rose in the passing game. Had some pressure, good footwork, sets her feet, and then puts a strike right on her receiver.
Birmingham in the tournament had a big win at Crenshaw, the number 2 seed. They knocked them out 19-0.
Yeah.
Now Birmingham's trying to knock out the top-ranked team in San Pedro.
4th and short.
Big 4th down play for Birmingham. They just shovel it forward. That's well defended by Coleman. She was right there waiting for Lozano. And the ball goes over to San Pedro.
Huge stop by the Pirates. Now, see, Birmingham has set this play up a few times, this little pitch. Now I'm waiting to see if they fake that and throw it. Almost got the first down on that time. Good effort by Rebecca Lozano. Just comes up short.
Third opportunity of the first half for San Pedro. The Pirates, 24-3. Yeah, their win last week against Eagle Rock. They won it in the final minute. They were down by a touchdown. They come down the field, score in the waning seconds, go for two. They gamble and get the two to win 20-19, knocking out a great Eagle Rock Eagles team.
I mean, you love it. You love the chess match that these coaches are playing. A lot of them have coached traditional, boys tackle football, but now seeing them translate to the young ladies from 11-man to 7-woman playing the game. And then speaking of the game, there's going to be a misconception that this is non-contact. It's not. It's not tackle, but there is contact. We've already seen some players a little slow to get up. We've seen some knees going to some thighs. Like, this is a physical game. So much respect we have for these young ladies for coming out, competing, getting after it. I love it.
It is a fun game. Coleman in the flat. Again, these young ladies are so good, and it was Lowry this time, 27, that pulled the flag. They just have that ability to yank it, and it's not easy to do, especially when you have the creativity and the swiftness and ability, the agility of these San Pedro Pirate receivers.
Absolutely. Birmingham, one high safety look, single high.
Again, they go over the middle to Coleman. Coleman still going. Finally, she had the flag pulled by Alcala, but a nice gain for number 14, Shalia Coleman. She's just listed as an athlete. That's what she's all about, just a great athlete.
A lot of athletes on this team as we look at the roster. She's got great hands, very fast, and what I like is her conviction running with the football. She's not looking to juke or avoid contact or get out of bounds. I mean, she's coming hard downhill, and that can be intimidating to get in front of and try to pull that flag.
And it was Coleman who caught the big touchdown against Eagle Rock at the end of the ball game to help them prevail. Penalty obviously going against Birmingham, taking it into Patriot territory. There's no question that Shalia Coleman is one of the leaders and the captain for this outstanding Pirate team. You can see why they're number one ranked. They've been very dominant in this first half, but they've yet to score. A rare mistake by Reagans, who took her eye off the ball.
We see it happen all the time, all the way up to the NFL. You just take your eyes off that ball, as you mentioned, Randy. Right before that ball gets there, you take it for granted because you've made that catch 100 times in practice. You just don't secure the catch and tuck it. That's one that Reagans would like to have back.
Hey, we had a great D1 flag football championship in the LA City section. Verdugo Hills, the 10th seed, knocked off 5th seeded Sylmar 29-20 on this field for the D1 title. But who will win the Open?
Yeah.
We're waiting to see. Here's a deep throw down the field. Caught by Reagans. She's gone. Touchdown, San Pedro.
Well, I was going to be very surprised, partner, if we went into the locker room with a scoreless game in this Open Division Championship. What a play. Ortega puts it up for her playmaker. Good coverage on the back end. Tipped, batted, and the focus of number 2, Nolani Reagans, to pull it in. And she knew once she secured it, she was gone to the crib.
She didn't drop that one.
No way. That's an athlete. That's instincts. And that's a big-time player making a big-time play in a big-time game.
Going for one here. They're 5 yards away from the goal line. You go for one. They actually backed it up to the 10 and went for 2 when they beat Eagle Rock last week.
Yep. And again, it has to be a pass. You cannot run this here 5 yards from the goal line.
Pirates will take a timeout. So after controlling the half and having nothing to show for it, you get a little bit of a break there on the deflected ball that Reagans came up with. And now you got to feel better about things if you're San Pedro. Well, you are controlling the game. You have the advantage. And now you're playing with confidence.
Yeah, and lucky that ball was not intercepted, Randy. I mean, that was good coverage by Birmingham on the top end. On the back end, I should say, the safety was there. They both try to make a play. It's tipped, and then you see the focus of Reagans to keep her eye on the ball and pull it in. That ball could have gone either way. That's sometimes where you just got to give your playmaker a chance to make a play.
Again, this is only the third game this year where Birmingham has given up a score.
Yeah.
They're 11-0. 9 shutouts. They won't shut out San Pedro today. Going for the single point. No good.
There's going to be a penalty flag, though. I think you're going to get a roughing the passer in the backfield on Oliveros coming in on Ortega, one-on-one.
It is roughing the passer.
If you're looking at that, you're saying, hey, she wasn't tackled. It didn't look egregious. But again, if there's contact after that ball is thrown, especially in the arm area of the quarterback, the referee is going to do everything he can to protect the quarterback, and that's where we see the unsportsmanlike conduct and the penalty.
It makes the route a little bit easier, too, to try to run it and throw the ball into the end zone. Quick one over the middle, and it's knocked away and picked off, and the conversion fails. So it'll remain 6-0. The interception by Rachel Lowry.
That was just timing there. Ortega took a hitch rather than just throwing it on time and planting her back foot. She just took a little bit extra time, and that allowed the defense to read it and make the interception.
So that roughing the passer call does not damage Birmingham. As great as these teams are on offense, it's going to be tough to score. They're both very solid defensively as well. The speed of San Pedro is obvious.
Hey, listen, I'm an offensive guy. I'm a quarterback. I love scoring points, but there is a lot of truth to that old adage that offense wins games and defense wins championships.
Rose throwing it near side, and the clock will be a stop clock here. It's the speed of Oliveros, and she's very fast. Maya Oliveros.
Birmingham firing up that 2-minute offense. Started with number 1, Maya Oliveros, breaking, yes, I'm going to call them tackles. I know she's breaking pulls, Randy, but determination of number 1, and they're already in Pirate territory.
Yeah, that was a change of field immediately. Sudden change. Rose running. Again, we're down to 1 minute remaining, and the fact that it was a run play will keep that clock going.
Yeah, and that's where Oliveros, I think, could have been trailing Rose right there looking for the pitch. Number 1 was just standing in the slot flat area. See if they come back to that pitch from a quarterback to a skill player.
Rose throwing it near side to Oliveros. Oliveros still going. And they're in striking position. Terrific run and a great cut inside by Maya.
Got to keep your eye on the clock. 30 seconds.
Birmingham, their offense has awoken.
How about use a timeout?
Rose throwing. Tip incomplete. Trying to get that touchdown. Trying to get it to number 9. Their splendid wideout, Melanie Mora.
Clock will stop at 17 seconds. You see, you never want to throw high or late over the middle. That was high. Lucky that ball wasn't intercepted off the tip. Just could not come down with the catch.
They're 12 yards away from a touchdown. 17 seconds to get it done for the Patriots. Down 6. Biding her time, throwing. Oh, it's dropped. That looked like it might have been a touchdown into and out of the hands of Alcala. On the coverage was Logan Bader.
A rare drop by Alana Alcala. I think she just took that for granted, was looking to see if she was in the end zone before securing the catch.
3rd down. They have 2 plays and 10 seconds to get it done.
Birmingham with 2 timeouts. Surprised they don't use one.
Rose again throwing it underneath. Didn't quite get in there. They will use the timeout with 4 seconds left. Mora with the grab. Well, this is very dramatic here at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Birmingham has 1 play, the 4 seconds. The one thing they have done with the clock, they won't give San Pedro any time. They have a chance to tie it or even take the lead before intermission.
Yeah, and here's the interesting dynamic, partner. They're on the 5-yard line. Remember, you cannot run it when you're within 5 yards of either getting a first down or 5 yards away from the goal line. So they're going to have to throw it here. I think you take Jessica Rose, you get her outside the pocket, roll her left or roll her right off the snap. See if you can pull a defender up that might think she's going to run it, and then dump it in the flat to one of your playmakers, get in the end zone, get a strike, a much-needed score before the halftime. You got 1 play.
Win McAloney, you see there, the offensive coordinator. He's the one that runs the offense for Jim Rose. Well, let's see what this special play is.
And it's not Rose. Look, maybe a double pass. Look at Rose on the hash mark. It's Lowry at quarterback.
Lowry to Rose. Rose will throw it. Caught. Touchdown. Beautiful pitch and catch. Gonzalez with the grab. Bella Gonzalez. Touchdown, Birmingham.
Coach Rose was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Hey, take my quarterback, my daughter, put her out in the slot. You think that Lowry's going to throw it. She gives it to Rose, and then Rose with the double pass for the score.
Well, this will be the last play you'll witness in the first half. We've run out of time, but it's for the extra point. Lowry pitching it to the end zone, incomplete. We're going to be tied at the break. Again, they were intending to get the ball to Gonzalez, but there is a flag out.
Wow.
They rough the passer. Birmingham's going to have another opportunity.
Yeah. Again, contact on the quarterback in Lowry after the ball was thrown. That's going to move it from the 5, half the distance, to 2.5 yards away. Again, you got to throw it. This is where you see the repetition, the scheme. Look at all the receivers in tight around the center. Just keep your eyes on the receivers. You got 4 receivers now, really 5 eligible with the center. Can someone get 2.5 yards and sit down somewhere in the end zone?
Looking for the 1 point. A reverse pass. Deflected and intercepted. Flag is pulled. We're even at 6 apiece at the break. Sutrin got the pick. And these two teams in the second half of the first half really started to get it going. They moved the ball up and down the field. And at the break, as you see the Pirates come off the field, we have a 6-6 ball game.
Absolutely, partner, and a missed opportunity right there for Birmingham. That's one that if you're Coach Rose, you want to have back. You were 2.5 yards away from taking the lead. You're grateful to get the score, but a missed opportunity, tie ball game going into the locker room. What a first half, especially with the explosive offenses. It's really been a battle of defense.
Yeah, and they did score the touchdown on a 4th down play. It is 6-6 at the break. Birmingham and San Pedro, our open division LA City Section Championship, brought to you by Pacific Surfliner. We'll step out for the moment.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I'm on my way home now.
Great. How's traffic?
Like you wouldn't believe.
Oof. Should I call you back?
Nah, just making a quick stop now.
Good. When do you think you'll get here?
Friday commutes. You know how they are.
Okay, we'll drive carefully. See you in a few hours?
More like half an hour. I'm actually on the train.
Oh, that's a nice surprise. See you soon.
See you soon.
You're watching LA36, television dedicated to lifelong learning.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit And now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hi, sweetie. When do you think you'll get here?
Friday commutes. You know how they are.
Okay, we'll drive carefully. See you in a few hours?
More like half an hour. I'm actually on the train.
Oh, that's a nice surprise. See you soon.
See you soon.
You're watching LA36, television dedicated to lifelong learning.
And there are some of the rules. Again, it's 6-6 at halftime. Flag football game rules. And I'm Randy Rosenbaum with Chris Ricks, former great star at Florida State, fine quarterback for the Seminoles. And there's just some of the differences in flag football than to tackle football.
Yeah, you don't have the 12-minute quarters and the 100-yard fields, and 2 20-minute running halves, nonstop clock until the final 2 minutes, 80-yard fields, 7-on-7, and all players are eligible, including the center. Quarterback may intentionally ground the ball. It doesn't have to be in the area of a offensive player, or receiver, or a running back. So some differences in the game, but still very similar scheme, which I love to see.
How would you have liked to have had a rule when you were playing where you could intentionally ground the ball?
I could have used it at times, for sure.
Yeah, some good rules there. I like it. And you saw in the first half some exceptional play for San Pedro and Birmingham. And here's some highlights presented from Pacific Surfliner.
Yeah, we see Jessica Rose, the everything for Birmingham, little option, getting her players out in space, and then Jenna Ortega on the other side, making some noise, finding Nolani Reagans, one of the playmakers, someone else who might be the city section player of the year, as we mentioned, Jessica Rose. And how about this one? Reagans off the carom, staying with it for the first touchdown of the game to get San Pedro on the board. Ortega puts it up, good coverage. But if you can't pick it, try to knock it down. Otherwise, if you tip it, you're going to have a playmaker like Reagans come up with it. She knew she was going to the house. That got them on the board first. And then a tremendous job by Sylmar, firing up that 2-minute offense before halftime. As we take a look, Lowry at the double pass to Rose, and then she throws it out in the corner for the touchdown. Could not get the conversion, as we see another angle, finding out in the corner in the front pylon, the touchdown to Bella Gonzalez. What a first half, mostly defense, but both offenses finally got on the board before the halftime. Now it's going to come down to one half for an open division city section championship.
And just 20 minutes left for Birmingham and San Pedro. Birmingham playing at home. You know, I think there's a lot of people on the other side of the hill would have not liked to have seen Birmingham get a home field advantage like this. But to the credit of San Pedro, they've come in here and they're not backing down. They were going up and down the field early on. They did get stopped with a couple opportunities deep in Birmingham territory, but give the Pirates a lot of credit. They're playing here with a lot of confidence.
Sure. Well, if you're San Pedro, you're saying, hey, we're the number one seed. How come we don't get the home game? But I think they've forgotten that by now. They showed up to play. A great job by the Birmingham staff. You know, you got the principal, Ari Bennett, assistant principal, Jose Luis Navarro, and then Rick Prezan. That name sounds familiar. Name of the stadium as the athletic director. They're doing a great job hosting this championship game.
Birmingham football, they start the second half with an incompleted pass.
They're going to give her the catch. She stayed with it.
Whoa, it looked like she dropped it, but she did hold on to it, Alcala.
She had to make up for that first one she dropped in the first half. She couldn't catch it the first time, but stuck with it and was able to secure it. Both referees, side judges, confirmed the catch.
Gain of nearly 10 yards, pickup of 9. Again, you need 20 to get the first down.
Too high safety look for San Pedro.
Again, Rose over the middle, and this one's not going to pick up very many yards as Mora made the grab. Quick flag pull there from Stella Malone, another fine athlete.
See if Birmingham can attack the middle of the field. Big opening, as you can see on the left side of the field, with the two safeties covering half of the field.
Big defensive play for San Pedro, trying to get off the field on third down. Long one downfield, incomplete. And San Pedro does exactly what they needed to do, establish how good they are on defense. Bella Gonzalez was targeted there, but that was not close to a completion.
Yeah, Jessica Rose had her. She was open. She just overshot her, probably trying to keep it away from one of those half-field safeties. That's a missed opportunity. And it's going to be fourth down surprised if Birmingham goes for it. They've got about 8 yards to go.
They are keeping the offense out there. They've not said, hey, we're going to go to the other end of the field. So they're going for it on 4th down. And the pitch and catch is good for the first down. A huge play. And that keeps the drive going as Moore reels it in.
Well, that's how you beat the blitz. You had San Pedro bring 2. Great timing. And then a dime from Rose to Moore. Take a look. Boom. And great hands by number 9 to pull it in.
How about Jim Rose rolling the dice there on 4th down?
Well, he's got confidence in his quarterback.
It's his daughter,
That's right. You got to.
You know, he really wants to win the championship. Not really for himself. He really wants it for his daughter.
Sure.
He's won titles with the boys team. Here's Lowry winding up and throwing an incompleted ball. Wanted Tonga. Malaya Tonga, who's caught 3 touchdowns this year. Very tough, aggressive player.
I thought maybe Lowry was going to throw it back across the field to Rose, who was on the right side with a lot of room to run with the football. Now ball back in the middle of the field.
2nd down play. Down to 17:25 left in the game. Nearly intercepted. Speed in the secondary from Logan Bader. She read it beautifully.
You said it, Randy. Read the eyes of Rose. If she doesn't get there, that is a touchdown. The half-field safety comes down, breaks it up, does Logan Bader.
3rd down coming up for Birmingham.
It's going to be on the right side of the screen. There's actually Lowry on the pass, and Bader right there to break it up.
And Lowry's got the strong arm. You talked to Coach Jim Rose. He said last week's game in the semis against San Fernando was her best game. Another one that's incomplete. Well, we're looking at 4th down. Substantial yards to go. Let's see if Jim Rose again elects to go for it.
Some great shots from our camera crew as you're seeing the up close there on these young ladies. And how about this view right now? In traditional football, it's the all 22. You see all 22 players. Here it's all 14. You're able to see everyone on offense, the safeties. Great sideline shot of Birmingham. Very well coached team.
They're going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Lowry. That's on the ground, so it's a dead play, and the ball goes over to San Pedro, and they're celebrating. That was low to the ground and no chance for Jessica to field it.
Well, at first I thought it was still live because it's a backwards pass. You know, generally in traditional football, that should be a live ball because it was backwards, but they blow the whistle, call it dead.
And good field position for San Pedro. Starting from outside their 30. Reagans with the option, that late pitch. The trailer, Shalia Coleman. Rose was the one that pulled the flag, gave it right back to her politely.
Great play. Reagans to Coleman. I mean, shades of Oregon running that option out in space. Huge gain on 1st down.
Pirates into Patriot territory. Ortega throwing to the far side. That's well defended. You can't do a better job than Gonzalez just did there, number 12, ripping that flag out.
You mentioned it, Randy. Huge pull by Bella Gonzalez. If she misses that, that may be a house call for San Pedro with the speed they have on the edge.
Look, we're down to 14:45. Game is tied at 6 apiece. They do play overtime in flag football. No ties for championships.
See the difference in the defense. One high safety for Birmingham.
Another throw. Another catch for Reagans. And yanking the flag was Tonga.
The penalty flag. Only thing I think is maybe a penalty on Tonga for grabbing a shirt or the shorts. Sometimes they'll call a flag if they don't feel you're going specifically for the flag. Let's take another look in the underneath.
Madison Adrid is the one that threw the football,
yeah.
The lefty.
Yeah, that's tough. You're trying to pull the flag as Tonga. She gets the shorts. And actually, it's going to go against San Pedro.
Yeah, guarding the flag.
Flag guarding. Going the other way.
See number 1, Jenna Ortega, trotting back on. The quarterbacks at San Pedro are 10th graders. Both Ortega and Sutra.
How impressive.
And Adrid, they're young young players. Ortega's throw has Reagans. Reagans hands it off. Back to Coleman. Shalia Coleman. You just got to love the creativity of the offense.
Little Boise State here for San Pedro. You remember that Fiesta Bowl back in the day when they played Oklahoma? You just wasn't sure if she was, you just wasn't sure if she was going to keep it or give it. Now watch, he'll come back to that at some point, I think, and she'll keep it. Great play design that time by Coach Tuberossi and the staff for San Pedro.
Michael Lyman is our lead official wearing the white hat.
Trying to get some things squared away.
Oh, Victor Tuberossi doesn't agree with the call.
Well, he's wondering where the pull was, I believe, with her flag.
His team has come a long way. In August, they were not together as a unit. He's done a great job of bringing them on. They lost early in the year to Eagle Rock, beat them in a return match to win a tournament title, and then beat Eagle Rock again, who was really highly regarded. Now he's got them in the finals, and there's the tug.
Yeah, no pull there.
Oh, got around Lowry.
No pull there. You finally got the pull on the third one.
It is good enough to take the ball deep into Birmingham territory. It is a first down. So it's first down at San Pedro, and they're threatening. Ortega is in trouble. Great pressure from Maya Oliveras. Forced the hand of Ortega.
The battle of the number ones. Oliveras. Great pressure on Ortega where she's not able to set her feet and get rid of the ball.
Maya Oliveras, tremendous rusher. On the outside, can catch it and run with it on offense for Birmingham.
One of only 3 seniors on this Birmingham squad.
And if you talk to Jim Rose, he said there's some electricity on campus here in Lake Balboa that a lot of girls are going to carve out next year for girls flag football. He had to recruit the softball team, which he coaches.
Yep.
Got 11 of those young ladies, but there'll be more girls coming out next year. Here's a little reverse. Running with it is Castaneda, and they do a good job of going with her laterally to deny her.
You said it, sideline to sideline. Great job from Birmingham not being fooled on that misdirection and not allowing Castaneda to get outside to the edge.
11 minutes remains in regulation. Third down play. Just outside the 20. Open target. Oh, she had Reagans, and Adrid just missed her.
It was a 3-deep look for Birmingham. You had the one safety in the middle of the field, the corners way back, and they were able to get inside that soft zone in the middle. Just wasn't able to play catch.
Davila was out there as well, and this becomes a big fourth down.
So San Pedro opting not to punt it or give the ball over to Birmingham.
Not with this kind of field position.
Exactly. We would call this 4-down territory, right? It's too far away for a field goal. Not that they have an option here, and too close to punt the ball.
They're 21 yards away from a touchdown. The throw by Ortega, incomplete.
It looks like they only needed a yard for the first down.
Moore nearly picked it off. It didn't matter. The ball goes over on down.
Yeah. Surprised to see them throw it more down the field. It looked like it was 4th and 1. Just leaked something out in the flat or something over the ball. So a missed opportunity from San Pedro. Can Birmingham capitalize?
As we remain tied. Remember, Birmingham scored on a 4th down play with seconds left in the opening half to tie it. A lot of room for Lowry. Still going.
He's quick.
Still going. Finally, it's pulled. She could move. We hear so much about her throwing ability, but she's a gifted runner as well.
Yep.
Good game.
Here's that backwards pass. So now you made a decision. Do you come up and try to tackle her, or do you stay back in coverage? So they kind of get caught, and Lowry's able to get a big gain on the ground with her legs.
Another potential double pass, but they'll run with it. Always a good idea to get it to number 1 Oliveras because of her speed.
Yeah, and it's basically like a long, wide check down. Instead of to your running back, it's a receiver way outside the hash. It gives them more space or to get that ball out on the edge away from the interior defenders.
3rd and short. Need about 5 yards, maybe 4 yards to get a first. You see we're down to 8:20 remaining. We'll keep a careful eye on that clock for you. We're in crunch time. Rose again with the backward throw. Rose is going to run it. They finally pulled the flag. Coleman got her, but that's a first down.
Yep. First was a backwards pass. Second one was a forward pass. So just like if she threw it 20 yards downfield, it's just a dump pass. So that's legal. Good execution on the side of Birmingham. First, you have the backwards pass here, so you're looking to get downfield. Lowry makes a smart decision by giving it right back to her sister, and Jessica Rose is able to get a first down.
Did a nice job of eluding one would-be flag puller to get the first down. 7:30 left. Same look.
Ooh.
And again, Lowry running.
Friendly fire. Hope those girls are okay.
Yeah, they did collide on that far sideline. Hate to see that.
You see they don't have helmets, but all the girls wearing mouth guards. So that not only protects the teeth, provides some protection for the head as well. You hope that she's okay.
Chris, you mentioned it earlier. This is a contact sport.
Oh, absolutely. And how about a job here by Lowry with the hesitation right here. Just enough. And then you see two girls. Ooh. And that was a big impact.
Castaneda did a great job of pulling the flag. Victor Tuberasi's into this, isn't he?
He is. That is a former player and a passionate coach, as we see Nicole Castaneda very slow to get up.
She made the play. Give her great kudos for reaching out and getting the flag, but she's the worst for wear a little bit, getting up slowly. Going to be okay.
We mentioned it earlier. You just reiterated it, Randy. This is a contact sport. It's not tackle, but these are highly competitive girls going very, very fast, competing. And we saw the collision there. Good to see Castaneda up on her own.
So much at stake here. San Pedro trying to be the #1 team and finish it off as #1. Birmingham looking for an undefeated season, looking for Jessica Rose to win a championship for her dad, or vice versa. Her dad winning a title for her. They obviously adore one another. It's a great working relationship.
Yeah.
And we're down to the closing 7 minutes of this one. Rose again. Oh, right through Oliveras' hand. She can't believe it.
Yep, and you can see a backwards pass, so the ball's going to be marked back about 3 or 4 yards. That's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4.
She wanted to throw the ball, I think.
And that's a tough thing when you're anticipating to catch it and throw. Again, you take that catch for granted. You try to get your eyes downfield too soon before you look it in.
Big play on 3rd down. Down the sideline, Lowry. Great run. Absolutely wonderful run from Rachel Lowry.
How about 27? Rachel Lowry, Randy. I mean, she gets it done at the quarterback position. Now she's extended outside as a receiver. She's made some nice throws, and she is fast.
And they turn the down marker to 1st down. Birmingham. So they're able to overcome down and distance. Lowry with the big play.
They've got the Pirates on their heels now. Can they finish the drive? Might be their last possession of the game with the way the pace is going in the clock.
Rose so patient to Oliveras. And she can fly. Close to the goal line. They pulled the flag about 3 or 4 yards shy of the goal line.
Okay, so you're inside the 5. You got to pass it. And this double pass scheme has been working all drive. So are you going to throw it to Rose now? You're going to throw it to Lowry. Got a lot of options. And it's been hard for San Pedro to figure out whether to stay back in coverage or whether to come up on one of these receivers on the check down.
They need 4 yards for a touchdown. 2nd down. They're in no hurry because the clock is winding down. Here's Rose with it. Throwing it back to Lowry. What's Lowry going to do? She can't run it in, but she certainly can throw it, and it's deflected away.
Yeah, it's a double forward pass. And they're going to get a flag on that one. They already did the forward pass. You can do another one.
Yeah, Tonga was the target, and Reagan's batted it out of harm's way.
So you've got the direct snap, handoff here. Now, right there, that's the forward pass. Now she's got to run it. She tries to bait him, and then the second forward pass, that's what draws the penalty. Surprised Lowry just didn't tuck it and try to get to that front pylon.
She would have scored.
Yeah, I think so.
Coming up on a big call here. I think they're going to decline it.
Michael Lyman, the head referee. You see him, the white hat right around the football.
Nope, they're going to accept it now.
Trying to figure things out with Darrell Wade and Enrique Velarde.
You want to make them earn it, back them up a little bit. I think 5 yards is a lot of yards in flag football. Down to 4:20. Just keep a close eye on that clock. This is a huge play.
Absolutely.
3rd down.
Put in the hands of Rose.
Jessica Rose throwing it to the side.
He's in.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Birmingham. Oliveros. Birmingham has the lead, 12-6.
Just that long check down. Instead of a running back inside the box, throw it outside on the edge, and they got to make a decision. Do they stay in coverage or do they come up? There's enough space, enough gap where you've got the speed of Oliveros, and it's hard to pull that flag when you've got a fast number 1 coming hard downhill.
They're going to go for 2 points here. Try to build it to 8.
This is what I'm surprised. Surprised they don't go for 1.
Rose throwing it back to Lowry. Lowry is going to run for it. She got in. She got the 2.
Yep.
So the 2-point gamble pays off. Rachel Lowry scampers into the end zone.
I mentioned I was surprised because if San Pedro had scored, all they would need is 1 to potentially win it. But as you mentioned, it pays off. They go for 2. Same scheme. Double pass. Okay, you're the defender now on that third of the field. Do you stay back in coverage? Do you come up on Lowry? Decided to come up on Lowry, but too late. You see the speed of 27 to get to that front pylon.
60 yards away are the Pirates. They were in this situation last week and won the game.
And this will likely be San Pedro's last drive as we're approaching the 2-minute mark, Randy.
Alexis Lopez with the grab.
Don't need to panic, but you do have to have a sense of urgency. Got to make this drive count.
Birmingham scoring the last 14 points of the game. There's a great grab again by Lopez. Oh, showing some nice hands, number 23.
And a dime from Jenna Ortega right in stride on Lopez.
And we talked about it on the pregame. Jenna Ortega is a cool customer.
Yep.
Never fazed by pressure.
Just a sophomore.
Another completion. Reagan's. And they're moving right down the field with 2 minutes to play. Timeout taken with $1:58 to play. Nice answer by San Pedro.
Yeah. Putting together a very nice drive, attacking with a sense of urgency. They don't need to panic. There's not 58 seconds. There's 1:58, but they want to keep Birmingham on their heels right now, and especially knowing that they're going to need that 2-point conversion if and when they score.
Yeah, that Rachel Lowry 2-point conversion may end up being the difference. Who knows?
I wonder if she's related to Mike Lowry. You know Mike Lowry? One of the bad boys, Randy Rosenblum? No? Okay. Post-game film study.
Ortega. She's a bad girl, though, the way she throws the football with a dart to Davila.
Put it right on the 7 of Davila.
See that clock winding down.
5 wide receiver set, empty. Gonna throw it.
Ortega, again with the quick release. They want to find Reagan's. They do, but Birmingham, it's a nice job from Tonga, who read it well, 15, and pulled the flag.
Well, and Bella Gonzalez did a great job with her technique, getting outside, forcing Reagan to cut it back up and not allowing her to get to the edge on the crossing route.
But San Pedro's closing in.
San Pedro seems a little discombobulated here.
They
have to
did get
huddle
the
up.
first down, though.
Yeah.
Chris. They have the downs to get it done. We're down to 1:05 left in regulation. They go direct snap to Reagan's.
the San Pedro crowd wanted a penalty on that. And that was going for the flag. I think she had so much momentum, that's why she went down. Did not see any unsportsmanlike conduct on that play.
Drama in Lake Balboa, huge play coming up. Nearly intercepted. You see the run by Reagan's previously, but San Pedro fortunate to get that one back. That was thrown into traffic.
Yeah, Tonga, I thought, was going to have a pick six on that one. She read it perfectly, but at least broke it up. That'll be another timeout called.
Pirates have 2 downs to keep this going with 40 seconds left. Birmingham down 6-0, scoring the last 14-0. In a position with a defensive stop to win the Open Division Championship.
I think you find number 2, Nolani Reagan. She got you the first score. Find where she's at. Give her a chance to make a play.
Remember, they have 2 downs to get it done.
Far right of your screen, number 2.
Ortega the throw. Reagan's nearly had it. We're down to 1 play for San Pedro. So close for Noelani. And they can sense a title on the Birmingham side, but San Pedro has 1 big opportunity left. 1 huge play here on 4th down.
And Coach Tuberossi uses his last timeout. Get the girls' mind tight and heart right for a chance to stay alive here in this championship game.
Been a great year for the Pirates of San Pedro, 24-3. Birmingham is 1 defensive play away from an undefeated season. 4th down. Last gasp for San Pedro.
All of Birmingham is on the goal line. Prevent defense.
Reagans will take the direct snap. Here's the throw into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown! Bringing it in was Shalia Coleman.
Now there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Are they going to say she was past the line of scrimmage? You wonder what the penalty is.
Birmingham celebrating. How damaging is that? Coleman had come up with the score.
Take another look. She's working up in the pocket. So close to tell. But it looks like they're going to rule her past the line of scrimmage, an illegal forward pass. A heartbreaker for San Pedro. And you see Coach Tuberossi out at midfield pleading his case, trying to find out what's going on with the officials.
And you can see the Birmingham girls celebrating, knowing they're that close to the Open Championship in the LA City section. And of course, the ball goes over on downs. It's a loss of down there, so it's Birmingham football. They should be able to run out the clock right here.
It was tough to tell from that angle. Trying to see if we have a side angle, if we can get that all 14 view from the side to see if she was past the line of scrimmage. See if our tremendous film crew can possibly dial that up from the sideline view. It was very close, whether she was behind the line or over the line when she threw that pass.
This is absolute heartbreak for San Pedro. Again, it's a young Pirate team in spots. They will lose Noelani Reagans, the gifted senior. But for the time being, the Pirates know that this one has slipped away. And for Birmingham, on their home field as the 7th seed, about to go 12-0 and have perfection in the first season of girls flag football. There's the kneel down.
Victory formation.
Fitting that it was Jessica Rose. Birmingham is your champion in the LA City section Open Division.
How fitting for it to end like that, partner. Game-winning drive, 1 play away. Does not surprise me with the talent of these teams, these coaching staffs. What an amazing season it has been for both of them.
And there's Jim Rose.
Yep.
Now he's in a position, he plays Garfield in football next week at LA Valley College to win the girls and the boys in the same season. He's going for his 4th straight LA City section in football. And of course, have run 41 straight games against city opponents in football. They also have a great player there in Peyton Waters. There's your final score, 14-6 for the Pirates. Jim Rose wanted it so much for his daughter. His daughter, Jessica Rose, has a championship, and one would think with her throwing the winning touchdown pass, she'll probably be the city player of the year.
It's very likely, partner. Great call there. And I just wonder if we're going to see 2 beautiful Roses in the LA Olympics in a few years in 28 with Coach Rose and his daughter with what we saw today. Take a look. Jessica Rose getting the ball to her playmakers in space. This was the much-needed score in that second half.
Yeah, number 8 always seems to be in control.
Yep, making the read, checking it down. And then Maya Oliveros, what a game she had, all-out speed. And then we see Rose again here, surveying the field, being smart. Another angle, another great view from our camera crew on what was the game-winning touchdown drive. So happy for Coach Rose, his staff, Coach Maloney, Coach Mowry. What an amazing job they've done with these young ladies. Rachel Lowry, one of the MVPs of this game as well, partner. What a game.
Yep, fun game to do. Congratulations to Birmingham, Rachel Lowry and company. She got that final 2-point conversion, but more than anything, she got to celebrate with her teammates, as you can see. Birmingham wins it 14-6. We thank our friends at Pacific Surfliner for presenting the championship, not only this Open, but earlier the D1 game won by, believe it or not, 10th seeded Verdugo Hills over Sylmar 29-20.
2 upsets.
Yeah. 2 underseeded teams. I don't know if they're upsets because these committees are learning like everyone else. Chris, it was a joy.
It was a pleasure, Randy. What a privilege to be a part of history, and most importantly, so proud of these young ladies and these coaches. This is just the beginning, partner.
It is just the beginning, and the beginning ends today with a Birmingham win, 14-6 over San Pedro. For Chris Ricks, I'm Randy Rosenblum. So long from Lake Balboa. The Patriots seemingly always celebrate on this field. Goodbye, everybody.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I'm on my way home now.
Great. How's traffic?
Like you wouldn't believe.
Oof. Should I call you back?
Nah, just making a quick stop now.
Good. When do you think you'll get here?
Friday commutes. You know how they are.
Okay, well, drive carefully. See you in a few hours?
More like half an hour. I'm actually on the train.
Oh, that's a nice surprise. See you soon.
See you soon.
You're watching LA36, television dedicated to lifelong learning.